Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with the most, AvrielR32 here, bringing you guys a special channel video, I guess you could say. Just kind of laying everything out about what's been going on with me, some things that have been going on in my life, and the channel in general. And I think that's going to be the basis of this video, is covering the channel in general. This is a very old Destiny video, so please don't be hating on my Destiny skills. I haven't played Destiny in like 4 or 5 months, and I've had this gameplay on my Facebook for like 6 or 7 months now, just because I haven't touched Destiny. I've been playing Advanced Warfare, which is a horrible game. I will say right now, I love Call of Duty to death and playing it since Modern Warfare 2, and I absolutely despise Advanced Warfare. Don't pick it up. It's a horrible game. Sledgehammer, you're a terrible company. Or, I'm sorry, terrible developing team. You need to fix your broken game. Anyways, this isn't going to be a rant about Call of Duty. But, oh, and I go ham here with the Pike. The gameplay isn't the best in the world, but it's not too much about the gameplay. Let's just hop right into the topics here. So, what's been going on with my life, and where have I kind of been in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene? Well, you're going to see a video, or actually you've probably already seen it, of my Shaddoll deck that I got 55th place with at the regional from this past weekend at the time of me making this video. And I got 55th, still didn't get my invite, which was kind of depressing. And I realized that I've already known this for a while now, and I've kind of mentioned it in some of my videos. But even me and my dad were talking about this on the way to the regional, and my dad made a good point about, there's more Yu-Gi-Oh behind me than there is in front of me, and it's very true because college can be, very busy. And in case you guys don't know or don't realize by now, basically I've been debating on whether or not I'm going to be able to still play Yu-Gi-Oh by the time I go off to college, or for those of you in the UK, university, because of how busy it can be. Um, and I know I've talked to some of my friends in Yu-Gi-Oh, and they've said, it all depends on where you go. Like, if you go to college in some place in Orlando, Florida, then you definitely want to continue to play the game, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a big community there, and it is like regionals there are usually 300 to 400 people. Like, I was very surprised that the regional I went to this past weekend only had 273 people in Orlando. I mean, that rarely ever happens. Um, if you go to someplace in Georgia, a lot of people play Yu-Gi-Oh, hence Super Games Inc. Billy Break and all of them, they're there. Well, Billy Break and Jeff Jones, I know, and Spoofy29 goes there too. At Super Games and all that in Georgia. Um, and so that's where I'm kind of at in my life right now. I know I'm kind of like stuttering. It's just because I just don't know how to gather my thoughts about this, because I think I'm honestly going to leave it up to my subscribers, because let's face it, my channel is very, very bad. Like, my channel, I feel, was a lot better 2 years ago. And I say that because, for one thing, self-destruct button was still a thing. Like, that was something I could still fall back on. And now that the card is banned, what I've known best for on my channel is kind of just gone. Mind August FTK is obviously not a thing anymore. Um, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, and then I see, and this has nothing to do with Gage. Don't be getting that twisted. I'm just stating something that I saw. I see that Storm is on Nice Lag Switch Bro with Gage, and that was kind of something that me and Gage always did. And I have no beef with Storm. Don't get that wrong. I love Storm to death. He's freaking hilarious, actually. I love him to death. Um, and it just kind of gave me a wake-up call. Like, I've been so busy lately now with school and um, my job working at Publix grocery, um, that, and busy with life in general. Like, I don't know. It's kind of depressing to talk about, to be honest with you guys. Um, I have a girlfriend now, and we've been dating for almost 2.5 months, and I mean, life's just been crazy. It's been great, and it's been just insane. Like, it's been a good insane. Like, I don't think I've been this happy in quite a long time. Like, I still think back to when I was in the 8th grade, and in case you still haven't caught up yet, I'm now in the 12th grade, or senior year in high school. So I'm talking 8th grade. This was, like 5 years ago. And I remember I was in such a bad place. Like, I was bullied every day for no good reason. And my outlet was just Call of Duty. And at the time, it was Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And that's why I still love Black Ops 1 to this day, because that game was my game. Like, I only got to 5th prestige in that game, but now I'm 6th prestige because I've gone back and played it every now and again. But, I mean, I wrecked that game. I mean, that was my game. Like, I could pull off the stuff that White Boy 7th Street did in that game. That's how much that game was to me. Like, no joke. And even looking at some of my older videos from back then, not only was the quality god-awful, and my voice was higher because I was younger, but, yeah, just, it's just crazy to think about. And I always go back to that part of my life, and that's, what reminds me of why I do YouTube, to not only, have a say in the community, but to also, kind of just keep at my roots. Like, I started this back in 2011, and here I am still now, not doing amazingly, but a lot better than I was back then. And have I had moments where I just want to quit? Yes. If I quit YouTubing, does that mean I'm going to immediately quit Yu-Gi-Oh! The next day? Absolutely not. If I were to quit YouTubing today, I would still be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if you went to an event, usually in Florida, maybe Georgia, I'm most likely going to be at that event. YCS Atlanta, I went to Atlanta. If we have a YCS here in Florida, you better damn well believe I'm going to be there, and hopefully I'll see you other guys there too. Nice snipe. But, I have to keep what is most important in front of me, and school comes before Yu-Gi-Oh! My job comes before Yu-Gi-Oh! I unfortunately cannot make a living off of this game, nor can I simply make a living off of making videos, which sucks to say that because this game has done so much for me, as has Call of Duty, hence why I love comparing the two. Like, my life literally 5 years ago, hence this was back in about 8th grade, consisted of doing my schoolwork, going home, maybe making a YouTube video, maybe, even then I wasn't that active on YouTube just because I didn't really know the ins and outs of the trade, and playing Call of Duty. Like, that's all I did, and it was great. It was fantastic, and I loved it. And now life's just gotten more busier, and I've grown up, and I've matured, and I'm growing up, I'm becoming an adult. It's crazy to think about, you guys. And before this video ends, since, well, I still got about 7 minutes left, about my YouTube channel. I'm not getting rid of the channel, not selling the channel, not doing anything to it. And yes, you probably noticed that my profile picture's changed. That's because Gage changed it. But I'm going to leave it up to you guys about what I should do, because I really don't know what to make of the decision, because I feel that if I were to make the decision, not only would people be mad, but people would kind of try and call me out and, kind of question me as to why. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in a message. Let me know in something. Some form, some shape or form, contact me. And, I'm this is not excluding Gage or anybody, because me and Gage have already talked about this. I think I've talked about it a little bit with Storm. But this is open to everybody, whether you talk to me a lot through YouTube, whether you're just a subscriber that watches my videos every now and again. Maybe you're just a viewer that stumbled upon my channel today, and you don't know who I am, and maybe you're interested to see where my channel goes, and you don't want me to get out of the YouTubing community. And yes, that is where I'm going with this. Do you guys, or like I just said, all that, let me know. Should I quit YouTube, or should I continue? Because, to be quite honest, due to the lack of success, I feel very unmotivated to make videos anymore. And that sucks, because this game has done so much for me. Now again, like I said, if I were to stop doing YouTubing tomorrow, that does not mean I'm quitting this game. When I officially quit this game, whether I'm doing YouTubing or not, I'll probably make a video about it. I don't know yet, though. It all depends. Now, some people are going to be mad at me because they're going to say, oh, you're leaving this in the hands of your subscribers. You're an idiot. Why are you doing this? Well, because of the simple fact that I want to quit YouTubing, but at the same time I don't want to, because it's still a fun thing to do whenever I just want to like sit back and relax and watch some freaking gameplay or something, or look at a deck list and talk about something and give my input on something, and have a voice, which I can still do by commenting on other people's videos, but it's just not the same. So that's why I'm leaving it up to you guys. I mean, some people might say that this is biased because they're my subscribers. They're obviously going to say, no, don't quit. But, I mean, I feel that you guys are going to be honest enough as to whether you think that my content has entertained you enough to where you want me to continue. And if you feel that my content is entertaining enough for me to continue, then, I mean, I'll think of something. Or because I've been pretty much inactive for the past month on YouTube, not really uploading much, then maybe this video won't get any comments like my past few videos have. And who knows, maybe I'm just kind of splurting off a bunch of random crap that doesn't really matter to most of my subscribers anymore because I'm so inactive. And it's never been about the money. Do I wish I made more? Absolutely. Everybody wants the dream job of YouTube. I consider it a dream job because you're your own boss, and I want to be a boss when I get my full-time job in life. So, with that being said, let me know what you think should become of the channel of Avery LR32 after doing YouTube for nearly 6 years. Should I stop YouTubing and just focus more on the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things? Or should I continue? Now, does this mean I'm going to be, completely MIA and not even talk to Gage or Storm or anyone anymore? Absolutely not. Me and Gage are like brothers. Me and Storm are awesome friends. Gage has introduced me to a lot of awesome friends through YouTube. That doesn't mean I'm going to suddenly just stop talking to them just because I stopped doing YouTubing. Maybe we won't talk as much, but I mean, if Gage wants to make a discussion video and wants to include me in it as a surprise guest, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be down for it. So, yeah, that's that. And wrapping up this commentary, about 1.5 minutes left. And I guess just in case this is my last video, depending on what you guys say, it's been fun. Yeah. And it's really depressing to think about, because my life has literally started from the bottom, now we're here. And that's really cool to think about, but it's also bittersweet due to the fact that I kind of have to grow up. But I've loved every second of my life, and I have you guys to thank for it. So thank you for watching. Rate, comment, most importantly subscribe if you still want to, and let me know what you want to see happen. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, don't really know what else to say other than just watching me snipe horribly from this vantage point. Good lord, this was a horrible gameplay. I ended up going like 19 and 17. That was a pretty good snipe, you gotta admit. That was a pretty nice snipe. Man, can't be a kid forever, right? We lost, oh well. I still kicked ass, and I got that last kill. You can't be a kid forever, but you can certainly make memories as a kid forever. Wait, that didn't make any sense. You know what I mean. You can still be a kid on the inside, just not always on the outside. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Should Avery LR32 quit YouTube? Yes or no? This is going to be interesting.